The Vanishing Room, a terrifying true story based on real events. Prologue. In the quiet town of Ravenshade, there was an old boarding school that had been abandoned for over 50 years. People whispered about it, but never spoke too loudly. Those who had entered its forbidden halls claimed to hear voices, footsteps, and soft whispers coming from the empty rooms. But the most terrifying rumor of all was about room 309. No one who had entered that room was ever seen again. Chapter 1. The Dare. It started as a simple dare. Jason, Mike, and Lily were paranormal investigators with a small but dedicated YouTube following. They had explored haunted houses before, but nothing as notorious as Ravenshade Boarding School. Room 309? Jason raised an eyebrow as he read an old Reddit post about the place. They say it's cursed. People step inside and they just vanish. Lily shivered. What happened to them? Mike smirked. They never found out. That was enough to seal their fate. They packed their cameras, EVP recorders, and flashlights and set off toward the school, unaware that they were walking straight into a nightmare. Chapter 2. The Forgotten Halls. The school was a rotting corpse of what it once was. Its walls, once covered with children's drawings and gold plaques, were now coated in dust and decay. The group stepped cautiously through the halls, their footsteps echoing unnaturally. Then, a door creaked open at the end of the hallway. Room 309. Jason's camera shook as he whispered, "That door just opened. By itself." Mike grinned. "Guess it's waiting for us." Lily hesitated. "Guys, I have a bad feeling." But they entered anyway. Chapter 3. The Vanishing Room. Room 309 was eerily empty. No furniture, no dust, just 4 blank walls and a single mirror nailed to the far side of the room. Jason moved closer. "It's spotless, like someone's been cleaning it." Lily turned on her EVP recorder. Static filled the air. Then, a whisper. "Help me!" she gasped. "Did you hear that?" Mike pointed at the mirror. "Look." Jason and Lily turned just in time to see it. Their reflections weren't matching their movements. Jason raised his hand. His reflection stayed still. Lily stepped back. Her reflection stepped forward. Mike muttered, "Screw this." He turned toward the door. Slam! The door shut on its own. Chapter 4. Something is here. Jason grabbed the doorknob. Locked. Lily's breath turned shaky. "Guys, look." The mirror was changing. Their reflections were grinning, twisted, unnatural. Then Jason's reflection lifted its arm. Jason didn't move, but something cold and invisible wrapped around his throat. He choked, clawing at the air. Lily screamed, "Jason!" Then Jason's reflection whispered, "Your turn," and he vanished. Chapter 5. The Forgotten Souls. Mike and Lily were frozen in shock. Jason was gone. Not in the room, not in the mirror, just gone. Then the whispering started. Dozens of voices crying, pleading, "Don't let them take you. The mirror is the key. Break it!" Mike grabbed a chair and hurled it at the mirror. Crack! The glass shattered, and suddenly, the room changed. Chapter 6. The Truth Revealed. The walls peeled away, revealing hidden carvings beneath them. Latin phrases, symbols. It wasn't just a school, it was a prison for lost souls. And in the center of the room stood a little girl, her eyes black, lips stitched shut. Lily stumbled backward. Who are you?" The girl raised her hand and pointed to the mirror's remains. Mike swallowed hard. "Jason!" Through the cracked shards, Jason's face appeared, trapped inside. His mouth moved, but no sound came. Then the girl whispered, "One must stay." Chapter 7. The Price of Escape. Mike and Lily had seconds to decide. Leave Jason behind or take his place? Lily sobbed, "We have to help him." Mike shook his head. "We can't. If we stay, we'll be trapped too." The girl smiled. "Choose." Chapter 8. The Escape. The whispers grew louder. The walls closed in. The door creaked open. Lily made the choice. She ran, Mike followed. The last thing they saw was Jason's outstretched hand as the room swallowed him whole. The door slammed shut behind them. Room 309 was silent again, as if nothing had happened. Epilogue. Lily and Mike never spoke of it again. Jason was reported missing. His family never found closure. Years later, another group of explorers entered the school. They filmed Room 309, and in the reflection of the new mirror inside, they saw Jason, still smiling, still waiting.